Growing up, I didn't really have a wide exposure to a lot of jobs. I definitely didn't know what a software engineer was.
When I was in the 7th grade, I did the Black Girls Code DC summer camp, and that was the first time that I ever heard of computer science.
When I was little, I was also always telling my parents, I feel like there are some jobs that there's more male dominant, and I kind of want to equalize it. And I realized that in the industry of tech and engineering, there is still a male dominant career.
If someone was on TV talking about like, oh yes, or like an ad popped up, it was never like a Black woman or like even people that I see like on a day-to-day basis in tech. I think maybe the first person I saw in tech was actually an ad for this scholarship. So I was like, oh, it's like a Black woman who looks just like me, and she's like into like, I think she had like a half and half afro. And I was like, oh my God, like she looks like me and she's someone that I would want to be.
My age, my socioeconomic status, and my ethnicity have all played a part in how I see my career and my future. I definitely want to ensure that everything I do within tech can somehow give back to my community back home. The inner city youth who didn't necessarily have access to things like easy technology or arts.
I ended up where I am today because of one of my teachers in high school who pushed me to apply for the Amazon Scholarship.
When COVID hit, everything went virtual, including my entire school, along with my older sister's school. My older sister, her name is Karina. She's 22 years old, but she has Down syndrome. I already knew our world and how many inaccessibilities there are for people with disabilities, but specifically, we're talking about transitioning for school. It's something so essential. I also realized that, this isn't something that just afflicts my family and my sister. It afflicts so many other people, especially in my area. And so I'm really interested in learning about the intersectionalities between tech and education, and specifically computer science and education.
It's not a matter of having all the coding experience in the world, or it's not a matter of knowing every single coding language, but it's a matter of wanting to do something with technology, wanting to make code that changes the world. And that's what's important to people going for this scholarship.
Software engineering and the ability to code in general is just so flexible. I have a lot of different interests beyond computers. I really enjoy chemistry. I like a lot of the humanities, writing and reading. So I knew that if I learned to code, I could flex into those industries pretty easily and bounce around to my whims as I saw fit.
Growing up, I didn't really have many role models or people like me that I could see in this field. And so I kind of wanted to be an example for other young people of color. And I think having someone who's already there that I could look at and say, hey, that person's like me and they're in this position, I can do that too, would have been really helpful. And hopefully I can do that for more young people in my community.